In this video, we'll show you how covr automates the elimination of California meal break law financial liabilities. Now, if you want to learn specifics about California meal break law, please check out this other video we made. Link is in the description. By using covr's tools, you'll decrease lunch penalties in your facility, stay compliant with California law, have happier employees, and save a lot of time and money. So, here's how it works. At the end of each pay period, covr will begin the process of reconciling meal break violations. This starts by dividing employees into two groups: those that didn't have any meal break violations, and those that had one or more meal break violations. These two groups are then automatically sent a personalized survey to their phone via text. The group of employees with perfect compliance simply acknowledges their perfect meal breaks and enters a raffle to win a prize. The group of employees with one or more violations gets a survey that asks them if they were impeded from taking any of their meal breaks. If they were not impeded from taking a break, they would sign and complete the survey. If they were impeded, the employee will indicate for what shifts they were impeded and provide an explanation. In both cases, to better incentivize the completion of these surveys, the employees will enter a raffle to win a prize upon completion of the survey. But hold up, you might say. Do I really want my employees with violations and my employees with no violations to receive the same incentive? In your settings, you can determine what the prizes for the raffle are and how many winners you want for each pay period. Prizes are split into two groups, those with violations and those without violations, so you can incentivize best behavior. Employees have 3 days to complete the survey from the end of the pay period. Covr will automatically send reminder texts every 24 hours for those who haven't yet completed it. As employees complete the survey, you will see your survey's overall meal break penalties decrease, because many employees with penalties will indicate that they were not impeded. Therefore, their meal breaks won't be counted as penalties. At the end of the 3-day period, winners of the raffles will be announced, and employees will be able to claim their prizes. Also, at the end of the 3-day period, meal break penalties will be finalized, and the person in charge of paying the remaining wage penalties should do so. The remaining penalties in this category will come from two places. 1. The meal break violations where an employee indicated that they were impeded from taking the break. And 2. The meal break violations that never received a survey response. Without a survey response, there is no way of knowing whether or not they were impeded, so a penalty is assumed. On your main dashboard, you have more than just 2 reports on raffle winners and meal break penalties. You also have a table that you can sort through to view different information about penalties and survey results at any time. One important thing to note here is the ability to send meal break waivers to employees who haven't yet signed it. Meal break waivers reduce total violations. Employees can waive a meal break for shifts 6 hours or less, and waive a second meal break for shifts over 10 hours, but not greater than 12 hours. When a meal break waiver is signed, violations that fit this criteria will no longer count as penalties. So in conclusion, you'll drastically reduce the amount of time you spend on this issue through covr's automation of sending the right survey to the right people. You'll decrease penalties by incentivizing the right behavior and by reducing would-be penalties through employee survey responses. You'll stay compliant with California lunch law with records including employee signatures, meal break waivers, and records that meal break penalties were paid. Save time, save money, lower penalties, and stay compliant by automating and incentivizing meal break compliance with covr.